My current role is Deputy Head Pastoral at a school called Stanford International School in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia.
The first resource I would say is to be able to get on well with your colleagues at the school you're at, because by listening to them, both people above you and below you, you will be able to judge and assess the problems that you're being asked to deal with. Because whilst over time you build up an extraordinary network of teaching friends, because international teachers do tend to move around a little bit more than teachers that stay in their own country, it's the school you're at where the problems are in context. I think that ability to listen to people above you and below you, and particularly if your line manager isn't giving you enough steer on what the priorities are, just to ask them, that is your best resource. And also to listen to the pupils. I think it's easy to forget student voice, but actually, if you can find time in the day to pull students out of lessons or break or lunch or after school and talk to students officially or unofficially about what their concerns are, you will find that they're surprisingly mature sometimes in their assessment of what could be made better at the school. I think as an adult, there's a natural instinct to listen to adults and feel that you know best. But the pupils also have some very insightful comments about their own school. Sometimes you have to say what they want is unrealistic, but they do know how they feel about school. They do know whether school makes them feel full of happiness, and which bits make them happy and engaged and enjoying school, and they know which bits they feel aren't satisfactory. And children, as we all know, are sort of brutally honest at times, and I think it's a mistake not to. It's definitely a mistake in any school that doesn't have some sort of mechanism to be reversed. Not restoring very highly on an Ofsted or an agency or CODIS inspection. I'm lucky that I would definitely go to people within my school, but having worked in about 7 or 8 schools now, I think both international and in UK-based schools do encounter very similar problems. And to use that network of contacts that you've got, usually they've been personal friends who have maybe get the same position as you, or they've got some similar role to you in part of their job. I think listening to alternative solutions from colleagues around the world is definitely something that you should do. And LinkedIn is an obvious place to go, but actually people tend to just have their networks of contacts that they get in touch with. Every school does things differently, and one of the beauties of moving schools is that you see there are several ways to skin a cat, as it were. One school will deal with a certain issue in a certain way, another school will deal with it in another way, but by moving schools, we're able to see that there isn't one answer to particular issues. And actually one of the joys of being an international teacher is you can bring solutions that you've seen work elsewhere to your current school, and you can then be blunt and follow me got a specific problem. So I definitely think, there is real value in staying in touch with your network. As I said before, teachers are a very caring community by their very nature, and even if it's a rival school, we feel still very happy to offer advice and walk through how they solve problems, to the extent that usually if you're in a coffee shop or a bar at some stage after work or at the weekend, people sometimes have to say, well, they're stopping talking about school now. It's too much work, Jack. But that to me just shows the passion that your network of friends and colleagues have for making schools effective schools. I'm lucky to have a good network with colleagues that I've worked with in previous jobs, and I've been lucky enough to work with some good schools that have managed SPE life and teacher and life very well. So I feel like I've got a good backdrop but actually I would like to go to more events. I have in some countries I have been to informally teacher networking events. I went to one in Malaysia. It is just sort of informal get together for teachers to talk about pedagogy and to talk about teaching, but also to build your social network. I think those things are valuable. There are some that are good places to go, even if they're not teacher focused, but I think the teacher focused networks are good. There are also good communities on Facebook. I know, for example, when I started teaching the IB program, I used Facebook networking groups to bounce ideas about how to teach and what to teach, and English, which is my subject. So those were very useful. And I think going forward, I'd like to be more face-to-face conferences or networking groups. I mean, it is challenging, but even in Addis Ababa, there are 6, 7, 8, probably 10 British or international schools. So I haven't found that community yet, but I haven't been there for 11 weeks. So hopefully that will happen.